You are listening to I Am Refocused Radio with your host, Shamaya Reed. This show is designed to inspire you to live your purpose and regain your focus. And now, here's your host, Shamaya Reed.
Hey, welcome to I Am Refocused Radio, man. We are here once again, and we have a true honor talking to the one and only Amin Joseph. He is known for his amazing work with Snowfall and many other projects, but he has a special project that he's going to be doing. He's the main actor for this amazing new film about Willie Mays Aikens of the Kansas City Royals. And I just want to say, first and foremost, good morning to you, Amin Joseph. How you doing today?
Oh, man, I'm great, man. I am awesome.
Man,
how you doing?
I'm doing great, sir. This movie comes out in July 15th tomorrow, and you play this amazing role of the famous slugger, Willie Mays Aikens. And he has a powerful story in the film. He's obviously been through a lot, but he also overcame a lot. And tell us how special it was to play this role for this amazing story.
Well, as an actor, you always want to play roles that have some sticking power, some tackiness to it, some grit, and really show the human experience. And that's what Willie's life. This film was adapted from a biography called Safe at Home, written by Gregory Jordan. And Gregory Jordan also adapted it into a film script. And the story, when you have someone that has so much talent and a gift, and it feels as though that person has squandered a gift, a lot of people, from outside, the outside POV can go, man, this person really made a mess of their life. They had so much promise. They really threw it away. But we don't realize that oftentimes life is a long journey, and there's redemption. There's a road to second chances. And that's what Willie's story is really about. So as an actor, it really, these are the type of performances and roles that you want to take on, because it shows the true human spirit.
Once again, talking to Amin Joseph, star of a new film, The Royal, about former MLB star Willie Mays Aikens of Kansas City Royals. And we see in the movie the battle that goes back and forth when he is trying to get back on his feet and he's trying to take care of his wife and daughter. We see some battles. It's like many battles throughout the movie. And then we just see later in the movie how he just was able to overcome a lot of battles that is very inspirational, because it teaches the audience a lot about perseverance and how important it is to take those opportunities, win those opportunities of redemption.
Yeah, big time. In 1980, Willie hit back-to-back home runs in the World Series. I don't think you can be in multiple games. I don't think you can be more on top of the world, in American society, for all of the things that represents: the money, the fame. In some ways, this is a cautionary tale, but Willie liked to party. He lived life like the big slugger that he was. Oftentimes with home run hitters, you swing that bat so hard that you strike out a lot. And he was taking risk in his life that he didn't really recognize that he had the purpose, that he should be living a purposeful life. And that's what he found in prison. Sometimes going to prison, for some people, they actually are reformed. And in the case of Willie Mays Aikens, that's the case. He mentioned that if he hadn't have gone to prison, he probably would have ended up dead.
And he also played a major role when he went to that major point in the film, which I won't give away. And he was able to finally meet that moment, because we know in the film, during the process, in the beginning, he did wanted to do that big thing. But That was a special moment with his daughter that not only made her proud, but it inspired him to really tell his story. And how important was that part in that story when it was being portrayed in the film, for him to be on that big stage and tell his story?
Well, I think that the shame that comes with being a former drug addict, the shame that comes with being a former Major League Baseball player that's a pariah to your city, to the organization, it comes with a lot of depression. It comes with sort of wanting to just focus on perhaps your family, the people that are instrumental in your life, just or in your community, but not wanting to hit the big stage. So Willie had to go through a process of understanding how big a stage did he want to reingratiate himself back into the good graces of society. He had to think on that, and he had to ponder whether or not he wanted to be the face of prison reform, whether he wanted to be the face of addiction. So getting over addiction is one thing, but choosing to be the face of it, choosing to help, to be outreach, choosing to be a part of player development for MLB or for the Kansas City Royals organization, that's a whole nother thing. So the film is about him coming back home, and what does it look like to be of service after you've taken so much out from life.
And speaking of coming back home, when he was attempting to repair his relationship with his daughter, I won't give any details away, but you gotta watch the movie. But that was a special moment too, when you saw that another battle that he had to win, but he eventually did repair that relationship. How important is that part of the story too, as far as the redemption of repairing your relationship with family as well?
I think it's the most important lesson and of the film, really, in my opinion. As we know, we have a society that there are fatherless children. There are children that are parents that are estranged from their children for various reasons. And I think that what Willie was, with this story, telling his story, he wanted to use his life as an example of someone that had been out of their child's life for 12 years based on his own decisions, his own selfishness. And he took accountability for that. And he said that he's going to do, he'll walk to the end of the earth to restore that relationship. But that's not easy. That doesn't mean someone's going to come running back into your arms. And I know, just knowing Willie personally now from doing the film, that's something that he's still working. He's still working to make up for the lost time in new ways and build new relationship with his children. And to me, it's the most important thing about the film.
Once again, true honor talking to Amin Joseph, star of a new film, The Royal, about former MLB star Willie Mays Aikens of Kansas City Royals. It's in theaters July 15th tomorrow. I want to say thank you, Amin Joseph, once again for taking time. Your super busy schedule to talk to us today, man.
Hey, thanks for having me.
I Am Refocus Radio is brought to you by 404 Star and Holy Crab. 404 Star is a family-owned Asian restaurant in San Antonio, Texas. We have been a local favorite for Asian cuisine for over 10 years. With nothing but full smiles and fast service, you'll be leaving satisfied. Come on in for some authentic Vietnamese food. Holy Crab is one-of-a-kind Cajun Creole-style seafood restaurant located in Universal City, Texas. We offer traditional seafood items as well as chicken and steak. We also offer seafood boils. Come give us a try. You won't be disappointed. You can find these two eateries in Universal City, Texas at 2921 Pat Booker Road.